Please welcome to the stage Mr. Declan Bennett! Now, hi Declan. How are you, mate? So when Declan was in New York doing Brent, and that was your big Broadway debut, right, Declan?
That was it.
That was it. Please, Broadway is better for having Declan. Let me tell you, he was an unbelievable Roger in Rent, and then he went on to do American Idiot on Broadway as well, and now he is starring on the West End in Once. Who has seen Once? A brilliant show, right? If you have, it's quite good here. It is very good production, and I think a lot of that is because of my dear friend Declan. Now, I will also tell you this as Declan tunes. Declan, there's a cute little restaurant in the West Village called Tea and Sympathy, and every Sunday they do a traditional British Sunday dinner. So Declan was like, mate, we gotta go down to Sunday dinner at Tea and Sympathy. So I was like, awesome. I was like, let's go. Now, granted, we have 2 shows at Rent on a Sunday, so we left Rent. We ran down. Do you remember that? We ran down after a show. And we sat there, he sat us down, we had Sunday dinner, stuffed. I mean, I had like roast and Yorkshire pudding, and I mean, we ate ourselves silly because the food was so good. We got back to do the evening of Rent, and I was like we were dragging ourselves with full stomachs to try to do that show, but I wouldn't have given it up for the world. Now, Declan has a big album coming out August 18th. Right, yes, amazing. He's going to be doing a big CD release at The Borderline, right? The Borderline, and it's a live version of his also amazing album, Record Breakup. Who's listened to Record Breakup? Come on. Who are my Declan Bennett fans? There you go. Pretty phenomenal album, right? It's pretty awesome. He's one of my favorite singers and songwriters. Please welcome to the stage and show your love for Mr. Declan Bennett.
Hello. What Telly didn't tell you was that morning I'd actually been to Tea and Sympathy for a fry-up as well. So the matinee was hard, as was the night show full of Yorkshire puddings and bacon. It was one of my favourite things to do in New York. It's kind of my favourite thing to do wherever I go in the world, is to go and find English food. Like Australians with walkabouts. Isn't Telly amazing? Bear with me just one second. This song I'm going to sing is a song I wrote actually when I first went over to New York, and it's not on Record Breakup, but it's on the album that I released previously to that, called An Innocent Evening of Drinking. Cheers. And this is it's called Therapy. You walk and I'll walk, I will follow you now. I'm hanging out your pockets, I'm braiding your hair. You talk and I'll talk, you speak to me in tongues. You speak to me in words that mean the same in English as I love you. Speak to me in languages so that they can understand. And so let's sit down and talk about it, share a cigarette, where our feelings like a jacket full of overdue tears. 'Cause this ain't heavenly or fun. It's just conversation. Don't lie to no one. Oh, it's hard. We're trying to talk about the devils beside no God, and I will revel in this symbiotic relationship. Speak to me in words that mean the same in English as I love you. Speak to me please in Japanese so that they can understand. So let's sit down and talk about it, share a cigarette. There are feelings like a jacket full of overdue tears. 'Cause this ain't fair or me or fun. This is conversation. Normally, when it gets me in trouble, opening up tends to get me a bit deeper in trouble. Opening up, you know that you've fucked up, and even though you're not to blame, you just can't find the words. To explain. So let's sit down and talk about it and start a cigarette. There are feelings like a jacket full of overdue tears. 'Cause this ain't therapy or fun. It's just conversation. Enjoy the rest.
Go, save the date, put it in your iPhone. I usually hate iPhones at shows, but yes, take out your iPhone and put it in your iPhone right now that you have to go see Declan at Borderline August 18th. He has, that's one of my favorites. I love him. What a beautiful song. Thank you. Thanks, Dad. Thanks for coming. So to continue on, I'm actually working on this brand new show as well. It's a show that's aiming for Broadway sometime next year. It's a musical called Allegiance, and it stars Tony Award winner and Olivier Award winner Lea Salonga from Miss Saigon. I know, pretty awesome. And the other two folks that are starring in it are we share one role actually. The other person starring in it is George Takei from Star Trek. And Lieutenant Sulu, pretty awesome. He's pretty awesome. Actually, who like reads his Facebook posts? It's pretty brilliant. He's pretty brilliant and funny. And George and I actually share a role together. We play Leia's brother Sam. I play young Sam, and I don't like to say that George plays old Sam, so I'm going to just say he plays not as young Sam. That's what I'm going to say. But he plays old Sam in the show. And the musical is about the Japanese internment. Now, it's a part of history that not many people know, really not even many Americans know. After the bombing of Pearl Harbor during World War II, when the Japanese bombed the Americans in Hawaii, they actually were suspicious of all of these Japanese American citizens that lived along the West Coast, all along California, all along Washington State, all of those areas, and they actually took so here we were, the Americans, who were fighting a war in Europe against, the German camps. We actually were taking away our own citizens' rights and putting them in camps ourselves in the middle of America, in places like Wyoming and Arkansas. And it is a part of history that not many people know. You know, I grew up on the East Coast. I grew up in New York City, and definitely there were maybe 2 sentences in my history books about something like this. And so all of us that have been involved in the show, and we've been working on it for about 4 years now. We had a big world premiere in San Diego, and our hopes is to come to Broadway very soon. And you know, I've had a lot of my Broadway dreams fulfilled, but I've definitely not had my West End dream fulfilled. You know, it's always been my dream to come to London. I love the city so much and work here on the West End. And so hopefully if the show's a big hit in New York, then we get to come here to the West End and I get to fulfill that dream too. But this is Sam's first song, my character's first song on the show when he first arrives in Hart Mountain at the internment camp. Wishes, a son should help make them come true, but I can't keep pretending those wishes are what I want to. Will he ever understand me? Will I ever make it wait? When I still let him command me, I deserve to lie in this bed I've made. I could be out there and wire, but when they see an enemy, there's no way to climb any higher. But I will start helping here first, making a difference or 2. But I've got to make one thing clear first: we must do more than make do. What makes a man? Is it where he's from, or the color of his skin? What makes a man? Is it what he owns, or the places where he's been? What makes a man is what he makes of himself when he's giving it all he can. That's what makes a man. The things that I failed at were the things I set out to achieve. The fight for freedom is my duty that I believe. Our people will need support now. We're out on our own, we will break. It's no time to come up short now, when there's so much more at stake. But then I'm just a number on a beat-up luggage tag, a nameless, faceless body in a crowd. If the world is upside down, find the upside, turn around. Be the kind of man to make my father proud. So, I'll be the kind of man to make me proud. What makes a man? Isn't what he says, it's what he leaves behind. What makes a man isn't what he gets, but what he gives back to mankind. What makes a man is what he makes of himself when he's giving it all he can. My soul awakes, I'll do what it takes, and that's what makes a man. at the ceiling and tear out your hair. Swallow your feelings and stagger and swear you can show things and grow things and I wouldn't care. No. You can run if you want to. I won't make fun of you. I won't tell anyone. I won't analyze what you do or you should have done. I won't advise you to go and have fun. You can cry if you want to. Hey, it's nasty and lovely and it's terribly sad. I can't feel what you feel, but I know it's bad and I know it's real and it makes you so mad. You can cry if you want to. I won't tell you not to. I won't try to cheer you up. I'll just be here if you want me to be near you. Now, everybody's had their heart broken before, yes? Everybody's been dumped before, yes, I certainly have. And I hate heartbreaks, and I hate breakups, but I love a good breakup song. You know those songs that, you know, when your heart's been ripped out of your chest and it's been trampled on, and then you close your door, and then you look yourself in the mirror, and you turn up the song really, really loud, and you sing to yourself, and you cry, and you lip sync. No, just me. But anyway, I decided that if I'm going to sing you the playlist of music that I love, I would have to include all the show tunes. I'd have to include all the people that have influenced me as a musician, but also all my friends who are brilliant musicians as well. I have to include them on the playlist, but I also have to include my favorite breakup songs. But I've decided to do them in the stages of a Telly Leung breakup. Stage 1, devastation. I know you thought it best that we spend a little time apart, but one night without you, it's too much for my heart. I know I promised not to call. Sorry, but I didn't have a choice. I just had to hear your voice. I had to know that you're okay. I couldn't get to sleep feeling this way. Be mad at me, 'cause I really did the best I could. Not to dial your number, but it didn't do much good. Hung up the phone so many times that I didn't have a choice. I just had to hear your voice. I know that you're okay. I couldn't get to sleep feeling this way. No, I had to hear you say hello. I had to, because I love you so. I know you thought it best that we spent a little time apart, but I had to hear your voice, and I know hear your sweet voice. Good night.